This is Agent 001 from what looks like Sleepy Hollow outside of Portland, Oregon with the all-new 2014 Porsche Panameras. Back from the Frankfurt Motor Show here in beautiful Oregon. We've had our fill of Schweinhaxe and all of the great cars we saw at the show, so we thought we'd show you an exclusive video of the all-new 2014 Panamera line from Porsche. And we're here with our friend, Dr. Ucha, to tell us about this all-new eHybrid.
So this is the Panamera as eHybrid, the first plug-in hybrid within the luxury car sedan segment. We are talking about 416 horsepower total power, and you can just go pure electrically up to 84 miles on a highway, and you have a driving range of pure electric drive up to 22 miles.
Now I'm seeing some key design cues here. I don't remember seeing lime green brake calipers on other Porsches. Tell us a little bit about what you've done differently to show off the hybrid design.
Yeah, we call it acid green, and we have the acid green brake calipers showing that we have recuperation for the brakes, and also we have this sign eHybrid, means you can go pure electric, and also it's a hybrid car. It's a plug-in hybrid. We have this acid green elements here, and also at the back of the car you see Panamera S underlined in acid green.
Now it seems that the $64,000 question from a customer going into a dealership is, you know, if they're looking at a high-end hybrid, the name Tesla has to come into the conversation. Tell us a little bit of why this is different than Tesla and why they want to drive home in a Porsche instead.
I think the advantage of a plug-in hybrid is that you get the best of two worlds. On the one hand, you have a combustion engine, and the car offers really typical Porsche sport performance. You can accelerate from 0 to 60 in just 5.2 seconds and also have a high speed of 167 miles per hour. And on the other hand, driving pure electric with the electric engine of 70 kilowatts. And the main point is, if the traction battery is low, the charging status is low, you can recharge the traction battery with the help of the combustion engine. And I think this is really an advantage of our plug-in Panamera as eHybrid.
From your experience driving the car, what is your favorite thing about this all-new eHybrid? Do you notice something different, something that you really enjoy from a personal standpoint?
My personal standpoint is noiseless, almost noiseless acceleration up to 84 miles, and you can really drive on a highway and you have locally no pollution. I think this is a new experience to Porsche driver.
Now for a traditional Porsche customer, we've got two beautiful surprises to the left of the eHybrid. We've got the Panamera GTS, and on the end, the Panamera Turbo. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the GTS? And we know that there's some changes now for 2014 to the exterior and interior design. You want to go over just a few of those things for people that are going to be shopping for this car?
Yes. So the Panamera GTS is featuring a naturally aspirated V8 engine with higher performance. Now we are talking about 440 horsepower, and we have some external design changes. So we have new headlamps. The Panamera GTS comes with a darker rear lamp. Then we have a wider tailgate, so it's with the tailgate has a wider window and it's flatter. And also we put the license plate down, so we get overall a new impression of the back of the car.
So you've got a turbo and you've got the GTS. What would be the easiest way to explain to a customer the key differences performance-wise?
So first of all, the turbo has 80 horsepower more. It's a top-of-the-line performance car. Second, the engine characteristic, the driving characteristic is completely different, because with the GTS we are talking about a naturally aspirated high RPM performance engine, and the turbo is like the top-end performance engine, but with the turbo, the twin turbo, it's just different characteristics of the performance that the driver can experience.
So as a customer, I mean, it's like choosing between Heidi Klum and Giselle. What would you say is the key difference why someone would choose GTS versus turbo?
In my personal perspective, the GTS is the more emotional concept, you know, with some special design features also in the interior and exterior. And the turbo is just the over the top of the line, giving everything to the customer. So it's a question of character.
For me, in my drives today, I preferred the turbo most of all. I just loved everything about it, the way it drove, the suspension, the sophistication. I'm always just mystified how the Germans make such an amazingly comfortable, compliant suspension, yet have the ability to take that car to the nth limit, and it's just wonderful. It's a wonderful experience. Are there any other things about the turbo itself that you want to talk about? I mean, I know we can order these in all the individual style colors,
yes,
pretty much anything you want, paint to sample, whatever interiors you want. And people nowadays, you know, Bentley, Range Rover, they want that kind of, you know, their own identity in the car. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we have completely new headlamps. So we are talking about polygonal shape of the headlamps, and all new Panamera models come standard with bi-xenon headlamps, and as an option, as you can see here, we have full LED headlamps. Also, we streamlined the design. It's even wider, it looks lower and more dynamic, and we enlarged the air intake. And this is true for every Porsche. A Porsche doesn't have a radiator grille, but lower air intakes. And as you can see here, we widen them up. This is true for the turbo and GTS model, and also for the other models.
Now, you've also changed the PDK a little bit. I looked in the technical presentation. Now, what I want to do is I want to have a test for all of our viewers. I'm going to ask you, Doctor, to pronounce the word in German correctly, and we'll see if our readers and viewers can actually do it 3 times fast.
So the correct pronunciation would be Porsche Doppelkupplungsgetriebe.
That was easy for you to say. So we're here outside of this gorgeous Allison Resort here in Oregon. We have 3 amazing cars, Panamera, success for Porsche, wonderful looking, wonderful driving. There's a ton of pictures on the website, ton more information. Come to autospies.com and check it out. And we're going to be going into the drive portion of our video now, because we want to see how this thing feels and sounds on the road. I just couldn't get enough of one feature on these all-new Panameras, and that is the amazing, seductive sport exhaust. When you hit this magic button for sport exhaust, this is the sound you can expect. This new PDK is just absolutely incredible. As good as these Panameras get, we know at AutoSpies that no company builds the perfect car. There's a flaw in everything. Just like in men and women, there are flaws. And one of them is this glare in the windshield from the surround on the Burmeister speakers on the beautiful leather dash. It really glares into the screen, and I think that would be a distraction over time. But would that stop us from buying one of these? No, because this car is absolutely effing incredible. How the Germans get their suspensions to perform like they do and still ride comfortably. You could drive this car 600-700 miles in a day and there would be very little fatigue whatsoever, because the suspension is literally, it's brought down by the angels in heaven. hear that sound all day and night. Well, there you have it. These new 2014 Porsche Panameras are just beautiful vehicles, righteous, even holy in certain ways. I can't imagine anyone buying one of these that wouldn't just be absolutely ecstatic every day to turn the key on. This is Agent 001 from Autospies.com. Remember,
spy before you buy.
one of the things you'll notice immediately in the Panamera Hybrid are the needles are in that fluorescent green along with the brake calipers and all the badging on the side of the car. The drives don't get much prettier than this one.